Hi, thank you for viewing this tutorial on the continuing education packages offered by the EMS Academy. I'm Barbara Conley and I work here at the Administration Office of the Academy. And this is just a quick video to show you what the continuing education program is. This is actually replaces the traditional refreshers that have been in place for several years, and it is designed to meet the upcoming rule for the New Mexico EMS Bureau requirements for renewal of licensure, and also the requirements that were instituted this year for National Registry to renew at any level of EMS licensure nationally, or certification. And the new rule is 60 hours for paramedics, 50 hours for AEMTs or intermediates, 40 hours for EMT basics or EMTs, and 20 hours for first responders or EMRs. And actually, nationally, you're only required to take 16 hours for first responder, but state will be requiring 20 hours, so we have the package set at 20 hours. And this left-hand side document is a description of the package. It is 30 hours for paramedic online and 30 hours in class, so half and half. And then all the other levels are also half and half. So if it's 50 hours for AEMTs, it's 25 in class and 25 online. And this outline here shows people who are interested in offering a package essentially what's covered in the content for each day. The way the package is set up, if you wanted to do a refresher for every single level that there was, the first day everybody would attend, and that's kind of highlighted here. And the second day would be just EMT basics, intermediates, and paramedics, or EMT, AEMT, and NRP. And then day 3 would be for half the day intermediates or AEMTs, and then for a full day would be paramedics. And those requirements would be met if you set your design up that way. You can, of course, switch your days around, just keeping in mind that one day everyone will be there. For one day there will be no first responders, and for the third day will be half AEMT and full day for paramedic. For the CE package, there's actually lectures that are already prepared and available through PowerPoint, and those are the lectures that are presented during the classroom portion, and that covers exactly the information that's outlined here. For the day 1 and day 3, there are actually a lab listed, and they're right here. Those are can be labs if your facility has the equipment and space available for people to be able to practice airway interventions. Otherwise, the instructor can choose to generate their own airway management lecture content in lieu of conducting an airway lab if those resources are not available. And then they would send that content to EMSA for review in advance of the course itself. And these are the prices for the I keep wanting to say refreshers, but CE packages. For first responder, if the EMS Academy is paying the instructor, it's a requirement of 6 students minimum. And first responders would be $100, EMT basics are $135, and intermediates and paramedics are $235 each. And if the EMS Academy is not providing the instructor salary, there is no minimum, and these are the costs per student. And just kind of again, a brief synopsis of the course and its outline. What did I want to say? Oh, also, so the course price, we actually tried to keep the prices really similar to last year. Last year was $125 for first responder, basic, and intermediate, and $225 for paramedic. So the price did have to go up a bit, and in the case of EMT intermediates, it went up more than just a bit. But keep in mind that this content is actually every requirement that's needed for renewal at state or national level. Previously, with the old refresher system, that was only half. So that price of $125 and $225 was for only half of the requirements necessary for relicensure and renewal. You had to go find your other half of your credits somewhere else and pay that amount. So if you take all that into consideration, for example, if you came to EMSA to get your CEs done through our CE classes, it would actually be more expensive last year than it is this year, even for intermediates, to get all of their credits. So I think that's all I needed to tell you about the CE packages. If you have any questions, please let us know. Our phone number is at the bottom here, 272-5757, area code 505, or of course our email address, which is incorrect there, so we'll fix that. But our email address is hsc-emsa@salud.unm.edu. And just so that you have it here, although I'm sure all of you are familiar with it, this is our email address. And we look forward to hearing from you. Thanks for listening.